My name is Elias. I'm a rising junior at Hunter College High School, and for my starter project I built the mini piano keyboard. So it's pretty basic. How it works is when you turn this on, it boots up this light and this microcontroller. The microcontroller gets input from these keys as well as this button. The keys are capacitive sensors, so when you touch them, it changes the capacitance on the key, and that sends a signal to the microcontroller. Based on which key is touched, it will send a different signal to the speaker and plays a different note. This button also plays a pre-recorded tune by just sending a signal to the microcontroller, and that plays whatever is programmed into it. So right now it is Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses. This here is a potentiometer. So by changing this is like an adjustable resistor. It lets different amounts of electricity through, and that is sent to the microcontroller. Based on how much is let through by this, the microcontroller will set a different octave for whatever the key is played. So it can be higher or lower depending on what's let through. There's also this part here. So the switch goes on, and it goes through this resistor, this capacitor, and then to this header. The header is able to receive and transmit information and electricity to other computers or systems. So it can import new code for the microcontroller to use, or it can export to another speaker or another computer system. This was pretty simple to build. I hadn't soldered before, so that was a bit of a challenge for me, learning how to do that. Some of my solders initially were kind of weak, and this created some challenges for me as I went on. Initially the keys didn't play because the solders on the resistors weren't strong enough. So I had to reinforce them, I had to build them up to make sure that they would conduct as they were supposed to, and then the keys were able to play. I also had some difficulty installing the microcontroller. I originally put it in at a wrong angle, and I was trying to heat up the solders I had done to push the microcontroller through and get it back to the right angle, but in doing so I actually burned one of the holes. I thought it was pretty bad, but the instructors were able to step in and help me out. They got it out pretty quickly, and I was able to repair the damage that I had done, and I got the project back on track. And I think that's kind of what I like about BoostNet, because I had the freedom to do what I wanted and try out methods that I wanted to try out, but in the end the instructors were there and they were able to make sure that I didn't lose my project, and that when I needed help I was able to get back on the right track.